This is Linda Favela, Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in Yahweh's hand like the watercourses. He turns it wherever he desires. Comment, God channels the hearts of our leaders any direction he chooses. To him it's not like bending iron, it's like redirecting water. Verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh weighs the hearts. Comment, every man tells himself what he's doing is right, but God knows the true motives. Verse 3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Yahweh than sacrifice. Comment, God wants us to do right. The sacrifice of the wicked doesn't cover their sin. To obey is better than sacrifice, 1 Samuel 15:22. Verse 4. A high look and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked, is sin. Comment, a haughty look originates in a proud heart. Pride and a haughty look are sins. Verse 5. The plans of the diligent surely lead to profit, and everyone who's hasty surely rushes to poverty. Comment, diligence makes profit, haste makes loss. Verse 6. Getting treasures by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor for those who seek death. Comment, telling lies for profit works temporarily at best. The end of it is death. Verse 7. The violence of the wicked will drive them away because they refuse to do what is right. Comment, the wicked will be swept away in kind, violence for violence, because they refuse to do what is right. Verse 8. The way of the guilty is devious, but the conduct of the innocent is upright. Comment, the guilty are devious, the innocent are upright. Verse 9. It's better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than to share a house with a contentious woman. Comment, roofs in the Bible were often flat and were outdoor living areas. The proverb essentially says if there's an argumentative woman in the house, it's more pleasant to live on the roof, even in the corner of it. Verse 10. The soul of the wicked desires evil. His neighbor finds no mercy in his eyes. Comment, a wicked person desires to do wickedness. He'll hurt someone to fulfill that desire. Verse 11. When the mocker is punished, the simple gains wisdom. When the wise is instructed, he receives knowledge. Comment, mockers learn by suffering the consequences of their actions. The wise learn by listening to instruction. Verse 12. The righteous one considers the house of the wicked and brings the wicked to ruin. Comment, the righteous one is God. He knows the wicked, he knows where to find them, and will bring them to ruin. Verse 13. Whoever stops his ears at the cry of the poor, he will also cry out, but shall not be heard. Comment, if a person ignores the cries of the poor, God will ignore him when he cries. Verse 14. A gift in secret pacifies anger, and a bribe in the cloak, strong wrath. Comment, secret gifts and bribes appease anger. Verse 15. It's a joy to the righteous to do justice, but it's a destruction to the workers of iniquity. Comment, the righteous enjoy doing the right thing. The wicked hate the right thing, like doing it would be the end of them. Verse 16. The man who wanders out of the way of understanding shall rest in the assembly of the departed spirits. Comment, abandon the way of understanding and die. Verse 17. He who loves pleasure shall be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil shall not be rich. Comment, your narrator's grandfather stressed to him several times that controlling spending is key. He said it was easy to spend away a good income and have nothing. He said a man's wealth is in direct proportion to what he can do without, or something to that effect. Quote, he who loves pleasure shall be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil shall not be rich. Verse 18. The wicked is a ransom for the righteous, the treacherous for the upright. Comment, the wicked will be taken and the righteous set free. Verse 19. It's better to dwell in a desert land than with a contentious and fretful woman. Comment, it's better to live in a desert than with an argumentative and vexing woman. Verse 20. There's a precious treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man swallows it up. Comment, a wise man has reserves on hand, a foolish man spends. Verse 21. He who follows after righteousness and kindness finds life, righteousness, and honor. Comment, be kind and righteous. You'll enjoy good life and be honored. Verse 22. A wise man scales the city of the mighty and brings down the strength of its confidence. Comment, a wise man can conquer a mighty city. Verse 23. Whoever guards his mouth and his tongue keeps his soul from troubles. Comment, guard what you say and you'll stay out of trouble. Verse 24. The proud and arrogant man, scoffer is his name. He works in the arrogance of pride. Comment, a scoffer's basic problem is his pride. Verse 25. The desire of the sluggard kills him, for his hands refuse to labor. Comment, a person's desire to be lazy kills him because he won't work. Verse 26. There are those who covet greedily all day long, but the righteous give and don't withhold. Comment, on the one hand, there are greedy, covetous people who think of nothing but taking and spend all day wanting more, and on the other hand, there are the righteous who are generous and give. Verse 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he brings it with a wicked mind? Comment, God abhors the offering of the wicked. How much more when he brings it with wickedness even still in his mind? Verse 28. A false witness will perish, and a man who listens speaks to eternity. Comment, a false witness will perish, but one who testifies accurately to what was said will endure. Verse 29. A wicked man hardens his face, but as for the upright, he establishes his ways. Comment, a wicked man puts on a hard, stern face to bend people to his will, but the upright man gets more done and is more enduring. He establishes his ways. Verse 30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh. Comment, that one came out well in English, and there's no reason to explain it. Quote, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh. Verse 31. The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but victory is with Yahweh. Comment, preparations for war are useless unless God gives the victory. Proverbs 22 is next.